Hi, my name is Angladis Kishohe, and I'm the founder of Amazing Life Publishing House. I have been publishing books since 2009, and up to now, we've published around 100 books or so. So, when you come and work with us, you can be sure that you're in very safe hands. You can also be sure that you're working with a good publisher because many of the clients keep coming back and publishing more and more books. Now, what do we do here at Amazing Life Publishing House? We publish life giving books. The books that we publish should encourage people, should give life to people. We are founded on John 10:10. Jesus came that you might have life and have it in abundance. So when we do your work for you and with you, we help you to spread the message of life and love to the world around you. We help you to share your story so that you can inspire other people to get to be encouraged and to live out their lives to the best of their abilities. Now, what do we do? What processes do we follow? The first thing is a review of your book. Have you written a book that is actually meeting a need? Who are you trying to address through your book? Are you meeting their needs? Are you addressing something that has not been addressed before? Or are you addressing it in a different way? You have to be filling a gap when it comes to publishing a book. That is the very beginning of everything else, because if you're just doing the same thing as everybody else, you're not making a difference. So that is the first step. The second thing is we help you with the correction of the book. Let's say you have written a book, but it needs to be changed here and there to meet a specific need. We go through that process together with you. Sometimes you haven't even written the book, so we help you with the research and writing and pose as your ghost writers so that you tell us what you'd like to tell the world. We help you put it together. You okay to tell us, yes, this is good enough, this is what I want to say, and then we publish in your name. We ghostwrite for you as well. So we help you with research and review and ghostwriting. After that, you move on to editing because the work has to be very well presented. It has to be clear, it has to be concise, it has to flow nicely. From there, we go to the design stage. Here, we look at what you would like to use to present the message of your book. Sometimes, for example, when you're writing for children, you need to have illustrations and images. And then, if you're just writing a regular book, it's just words but beautifully arranged on the papers. So, every design is different because it is targeting a different audience, you're sending a different message, and so that becomes a whole discussion on its own. Once we are done with that, we move to the publishing stage. We look at the legal processes, we look at the other things that need to be done so that you have copyright for your book, your work is safe, it's protected, and it's definitely your work. From there, we move on to printing. So, when it comes to printing, there's a printing of physical books, and there's also printing the book or availing the book in an e published format so that it can be read globally. This we do by putting your book on Amazon and other online spaces so that people can purchase your book as an ebook on their Kindles or as a physical book because Amazon will print and ship the book anywhere in the world. So we walk you through that. Once we are done, and of course, according to your liking, we take you through author branding. We create a website for you, we create your socials for you, we connect them, and we have info going out. Now, we can guide you through that process so that you can do it yourself or you can hire us to do that for you. Both are acceptable. And then we walk you through that journey so that after you have written and published your book, you're actually selling your book. Unless you sell the book as the author, your book does not sell. Nobody knows about your book, and nobody is going to be as enthusiastic about your book as you are going to be. And you are the one who received the dream in your heart. You know how the fire burns deep down. So, you are the best person to begin marketing your book. Even if you're going to do it through somebody else or through another company, the best thing is for you to be heavily involved, to understand what is needed, to know the people you're trying to reach, and to reach them in the best way possible based on where they are and what they're doing, what their needs are, and so on and so forth. We also help you get your branded merchandise. We can help you get your stationery, your logo, your letterhead, your deliveries, your receipts, everything that's needed for you to have a corporate image. We help you to get all of that so that you have a professional presentation as you're going out to the bookshops, to conferences, to the media, everywhere where you're going. You need to have a proper professional presentation. So something else that we do is the printing. I almost forgot about that. So when you're doing the printing, the costs depend on a couple of factors. For example, how big is your book? And actually, this is not just for printing, it's also for the entire process. How big is your book? because the more words your book has, the more work is going to go into editing, design, review, all that. So the size of your book matters. The kind of design you want for your book also matters, because it could be colored, it could be black and white, it could be having illustrations, it could be having drawings or just text. Those are very many variables. Then we move to the next thing, which is the binding. The binding here depends also on the paper that you use inside the book. Do you want regular white paper? Do you want off-white paper? Are we doing the hardcover kind of thing? Are we doing paperback? How do you want your book presented? That is going to influence the cost of the printing. And the final thing is the quantity. How many books are you printing? The more you print, the cheaper it is per book. The less you print, the more expensive it is per book. But it is perhaps more affordable because you're not taking a loan to go and print those books. You're printing what is affordable for you. And for us here at Amazing Life Publishing House, we let you print even as few as 200 books. You don't have to print 500, 1,000, 2,000, no. You print even as little as 200 books. You're able to sell. You're selling comfortably because you're not in debt. You're just comfortable as you do your work because you're not dealing with debt and other financial worries as you work with us. We are very, very flexible. We have the bulk kind of printing, and we also have the print on demand services so that you're able to print just what you need and then be able to make progress. And through that whole journey, even if you didn't have money for 1,000 books, you're still a proper author with your book in your hands, your book selling on Amazon. You have a website, you have your socials, you have your proper stationery, you have your professional corporate image and other merchandise. I mean, we have you set and going. And this we have been doing since 2009. For people in Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, the US, we have worked with so many people. So when you come to work with us, you're really, really in safe hands. Now, I'm probably sure I think you're wondering, how can I get to know more about you, what you do? How can I get my book to be published? We can answer all those questions for you. So, what you do is you book a meeting, because in that meeting, as you book the meeting, you will fill a form and you will tell us about your book. You will tell us very specific information about your book, and we will be able to prepare a meeting for you based on your book, based on the questions that you have for you. We'll be able to do a review for you, and then we can have that conversation around your book specifically. So book a meeting with us, let us have that discussion, and then we'll see how to proceed. And as we proceed, as you know, we're going to review the book, we'll move into the research and writing. If that needs correction, we'll move to editing, we'll move to design, we'll move to publishing, availing your book on Amazon, and also having printed copies of your book that you can sell, you can hold physically and sell. So give us a call today, send us an email, book a meeting with us, just get in touch one way or another, and let us help you publish your book.